pressuring heroes that can give Morphling all this time to farm. So you see them immediately, they ban the Venom.
You ban Veno, you ban Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm scared of NP. It's like...
For anyone who may have just now tuned into the grand finals, why are we so down on supposedly the most OP combo?
Wait. These are not the grand finals.
Yeah. Well, grand finals day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to avoid any confusion, there's 3 teams left.
Correct. Lower bracket finals.
Lower bracket finals.
Well, we just harped on what the opening with your Shaker Morphling, right?
Okay.
And into the Void. All the games that he lost, I think it was versus Void, because not just because of Chronosphere. I think time dilation also messes with the combo. It's also Void is pretty much the king of the later stages of the game anyway, even
Common
if it's
satanic builder.
Yep, that as well. And they do actually ban the NP, so yeah, just I guess this full space. Still also like AA, you know, the AA Void combo that they can still go for. They're running a Morphling. I don't know if you want to just give up an AA when you're already dictating that this is, you know, you're playing the Morphling strat, right?
He didn't think the power head thing was cool enough to be a camera. I thought it was
10
nice.
seconds remaining. Radiance pick.
Wow, that's a big no.
Yeah, March has that big old book and it's just Morph Shaker. Great strats.
Okay, that's I like that ban too, actually. The Skywrath. I think that's another hero that puts a ton of pressure onto Morphling in lane, and also the Chrono Skywrath combo is pretty absurd.
Some potential for a Witch Doctor, I think, is what what Beachy Gaming did against the Morph Shaker.
10 seconds left.
It was.
It's very ROTK kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? But maybe they do it.
There's still Danger Separation in the pool as well. I don't know if there's still space for that in the IG draft, but there's the Alchemist still in the pool as well, which is surprising. Normally that second phase is banned at least.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go that slow anymore. Pure IG. Every single team beating the Morph Shaker combination.
Just played fast.
Exactly. Most of them down in the laning phase.
That's the 3 they had yesterday, right? They had, that was the KP running down the lane.
It was.
Keep making space.
They had the TA in the Lich with that as well. They did 4th pick TA in both their games.
Was that the game that she had the Drow Ranger, or was that the game that she built the Moon Shard on the team?
I mean, I don't write down builds.
Did she have the Drow Ranger on her team, though?
That team, no. The Drow Ranger was the game after that.
Okay, so that was the Moon Shard TA game that she had the Abaddon. Or am I thinking of
I think it's a different series.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
That was one where he just never got online. He went Blink Dagger early.
Oh,
yeah, we killed the Void once, and then he was kind of not doing much.
And so instead of having an instant silence from Skywrath, they're getting for the instant disable from Lion, high burst as well.
Kaka should be able to get some nice gold on that for Blink Dagger.
Yeah. Abaddon in the lane. Like, you double disable the Abaddon to make sure he doesn't get the heals off. Or the denies, of course.
Yeah, because at least with the Abaddon, you kind of have to initiate the Abaddon, otherwise your Hex is going to get ticked off again anyway.
So if you do have the Morph Shaker, then how do you slow down the IG push? Because I'm not seeing that much creep clear ever be paired with a Morph Shaker. I feel like they all just kind of double down on the strategy, like, oh, let's make this Morphling gigantic, let's get like Solar Crest builders, let's get like an Ogre with Bloodlust and stuff like that. To me, it seems like how the solution is you need to keep people off your towers for as long as possible.
Disruptor!
They're just going aggressive.
And this is, full-blown aggression.
This
is very weak lanes.
Yeah, that's what I don't...
Shaker, Morphling, Disruptor, this is really weak lanes. I mean, Disruptor, sure, he has his nuke and all that, but...
Wait,
Morphling
is Disruptor for Tim's then? He's the only one that has played Disruptor for his team this tournament, but I know that it's also sometimes played as a 5.
10 seconds left.
So March could play the Shaker and Tim's could play the Disruptor. But Disruptor is more a hero that you want to stay ahead with, or get ahead with and then stay ahead with, rather than trying to delay the game with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure they're going for it. But...
It also kind of gears up towards a potential Templar Assassin if they wanted to take advantage of Glimpse with Vision.
I think they have no space creator then for Morphling. We're playing a lineup, right? Like that's literally what they did yesterday. And we saw what happened. They didn't have any way to make space for the Morphling, and Morphling just couldn't ever get on the line. I feel like they need to have Armel on something that can just go time, look for kills always, all the time. But I feel like he's kind of prevented when Lion's there. A lot of the playmaking mid laners are
Yeah, and the only one that does kind of work is Conga, which is first phase banned.
Yeah. He does really like TA, but TA probably won't do amazing on the lanes.
Crowd control.
Yeah, and then you were
IG.
gonna be forced into the jungle, and then it's gonna take time, but you don't have that time.
Yep. It's
Cannot
gonna be
take
like,
that
dude, this
space.
is my jungle. Your KP is
Oh.
really...
No, but
He's coming up with some great ideas, it seems like.
I mean, he's very pleased with it himself, for sure.
He's
Radiance
just like,
banned.
getting ready to do space.
Yeah.
I'm ready to run down lanes. Just gotta shake my hands off right now.
Is
Make space for my
this-
Morphling.
A page out of the Beast Coast book.
Oh, an off-lane ancient apparition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
JTAA.
possible. I mean, I think it's an excellent pick here too. It's also good versus Baden as well as a Morphling too.
Or an emo AA mid.
I could absolutely see that happening as well. Yeah.
10
I think
seconds
also
remaining.
TNC could still throw a little bit of a switcheroo here, even though it's probably KP
5
playing the
seconds
Abaddon. They
remaining.
could switch to see who's playing that one. We saw what I saw an Abaddon 4 position or 5 position.
March
yesterday, right?
played a bad in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think they could still switch it up a little bit here too.
Also, last time we saw with position 3 AA, we saw the tiny. You know, you get the burst,
Oh,
and that was
yes.
actually against IG as well. So they felt that. Which other heroes next to tiny would be able to basically burst morph down like that with the AA blast? Is there only a couple heroes, or is there so many heroes that can do that burst damage? There's a lot of options for IG here.
There's a good amount of burst. It's just it's the mid hero. Well, we're assuming it's the mid hero
Yeah.
for emo, so
How would you feel about putting Storm?
looks pretty okay.
Okay.
Disruptor and Shaker, and I guess Morphling can turn into a Shaker, but
They ban out OG. On the
you
bright
could still do
side,
something like Invoker. Then they have the double global. They have the AA plus the Invoker, and the Lion can set up for kills on the side with Chrono as well.
Yeah.
I could see Evo doing an Invoker. If it's not AA mid or
Yes.
Right.
TNC has got the last pick, so they
10
could have
seconds
something in
remaining.
mind that's gonna blow us out of the water. Blow IG out of the water.
5 seconds, boss.
Your IG, you're just looking to ban.
I'd say I'm our Mel hero that can set a high tempo.
Yeah.
Which is left.
You think it would be TA, but
Yeah, well, I wouldn't.
I mean,
If I was
it still
IG
might just be
Yeah.
so.
But if I was IG, I would be okay with the TA.
I would be okay with the TA if I was IG, yeah.
I'd rather ban out
But name some more Mel heroes for me.
Puck.
Puck was one I was thinking that they might, but there's a Lion. You don't want to pick Puck
Yeah.
for
No.
Armel.
Is Ember still in?
Versus- So, which it could be also be a possibility for emo.
Oh, she just got super
she got
caught up. Oh my
ganked by
god.
the camera.
They banned the Ember.
Yeah.
I like that an extra bit. I think.
Razor's still in as well. It's not really your Armel hero. I would actually be sad if that was it, because
Yeah.
they put a lot of effort into, or Armel will have to put a lot of effort into setting the tempo, and Razor's not that type of hero.
Radiance choice.
It
They
is
actually
tiny.
just the tiny anyway, so that might just be the mid tiny then.
Yeah, I would
think that's
imagine
a
so.
little
I
bit,
think
yeah.
they saw the Beast Coast almost beat them. And
They
they're
were
like,
like, this is good.
Yeah.
This is pretty good, guys. I like
we
these
can
guys.
do this, yeah.
It's very aggressive as well. I think it's active playmaker. I wanted an active playmaker for emo.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I think Invoker was just way too greedy actually. Back.
10 seconds
Having
left.
this one, he can actually just look to make moves, make space for that void.
5
Get
seconds,
global
boss.
kills with the ancient apparition with JD.
Mm-hmm. What's gonna be the pick for Mel? Versus a tiny.
Yep. I'm pretty much.
Yeah, they've got 10 seconds.
What does well get Tiny?
Doesn't matter. They're gonna pick TA anyway. They pick TA in anything.
Oh, it
They
is.
do that anyway. That was the one we were kind of thinking that they would do, but into the Lion, that makes the game quite a bit harder for
Yeah,
Puck.
the line Sinister Gaze is instant also.
It's also instant as well, yeah.
You're okay against Avalanche, I suppose. You're not that great against Chrome.
Lane is pretty okay though for Puck versus Tiny.
Yeah.
You have high base damage versus like 0 armor.
So for TNC, it really is the case. Can Armel not just win his lane, but crush his lane and then set a tempo?
He needs to just be really fast-paced making moves, right? Because
Yeah.
what we saw last time is like KP's just gonna. I mean, I don't think it'll be the case exactly this time. He's just gonna be like dying a lot, trying to make space for it. So they need something to for some kills. But I'm concerned about their damage a bit.
Well, at least it is March on
10
the
seconds
shaker.
remaining.
Oh yeah, it is slash shaker. So then, when does this get max level enchant? It's gonna be like 20, 25 minutes or something like that by the time it's next.
Definitely gonna be pretty late, yeah. It does take a while for the morph to get that like superpower. You know, level 18 is the one where you're infinitely morphed up. So.
And this morph is definitely gonna have a very, very mean apparition.
Kaka probably.
Lion? Man, an AA lion lane. That seems infuriating to go against.
Kevin's rules.
Oh no!
Sagging. The bacon Twizzler solar panel is falling off.
No, the solar panel.
Wait, I can fix it.
So I think, oh, he's not gonna eat that now though. Yeah.
Was going to eat
Was
it?
he going
said
to?
he was going to.
No, he wasn't.
Bluff.
It was a bluff.
he gave us a maybe. Oh, oof. I don't know. TNCs, they're running it back. At least this time, though, they have the puck instead of the TA as this like active playmaker. So I think it's a better chance in this one than I thought yesterday when they picked the Earthshaker Morphling. But I really like the core AA that we saw Beast Coast. Even though they lost that game, I was a big fan of the way they played around it. And I think Void has been reigning supreme.
All right.
I went to bat for Morph Shaker in like 3 games back to back.
Yes.
Because the internet told me it was really good. I lost 3 games back to back.
Believe
So it's the Morph Shaker, of course, is gonna win.
All right, it's all about setting tempos. Who can set the highest tempo, and will that Morph Shaker be able to dominate the game to come online at all in the game? Let's find out. First game of the day, it is LD and God.
That's right, Shiver. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Sunday here for the first DPC Major of the 2019-2020 season. TNC, a multinational task force now, perhaps the last for the North American Dota fans, Gods, as well as the Australian Dota fans, and of course the pride of the Philippines facing the underdogs. IG coming in from the minor. Hell of a Cinderella story. Does it end here? Or do they take it to the grand finals and make it an all-Chinese affair?
It should be a fantastic final day, whichever way it goes. I gotta say, these two teams coming in, you know, TNC lose a bit of their momentum dropping down from the upper bracket, whereas IG have just been tearing their way through this lower bracket. It's kind of a question of who can stop them. Once they had that crazy Game 3 comeback against Beast Coast, it just feels like nothing can stop them right now.
And two teams that you just don't know what to expect. Will IG be that super balls to the wall, perfectly treading the line of aggression? Well, we're about to find out, guys. The teams have entered the fields of Dota. It's time, your lower bracket finals with Big Boss Vici Gaming chilling comfortably in the grand finals.
You might wish to retract.
Fantastic top 3. I think at least 2 of these teams were expected to be here, perhaps EG instead of IG. EG finishing in 4th place, but a fantastic lineup of games here, regardless of who goes on to face Vici Gaming.
And IG earned their spot here. They had to take down an EG who beat them in the group stage. You know, 2-0, very convincingly. They looked a little lost, but man, they have put it together. And they showed that they deserve to be here now, not EG.
They had to earn their spot all the way through the minor, too. They've had the long, long road. They came out here to LA. They were joining us in this studio before making their way back to China. Here they are. The hard work has paid off.
It's relatively standard start here, I guess, for more Shaker playing defensively, but we are going to see this AA tri-lane. That's a bit unusual.
Triple range support lane. This is like 3-5 positions all laning together. At least traditionally these would be considered 5 positions.
Oh, they're giving March a hard time here. Auto attacks IG. But Kaka also taking a lot of damage. So it does leave us with 2 1v1s, Gods. Assuming there's not a ton of kills here, Bob. How do you feel about these 1v1 matchups?
I really like the ABBA against the Void. He should have a very good time. Already big CS advantage with the way it's pushing under Void's tower. Void should hopefully recover with some CS here. Mid lane, Puck Tiny, I'd expect it to be somewhat even-ish. Maybe ever so slightly Puck favored with the Harak, but I don't think either is going to come out with a big one there.
The pressure now on Tim. JT, he was focusing the Morphling. Doesn't have a chilling for some time, so we'll be able to get the kill. But yeah, this is not going to be the same story for KP as that other game where he was just desperately feeding down lane to, you know, try and stall the game a little bit. With this kind of start, probably not going to be feeding. He may be diving and creating space.
He's got himself a game. He does find a supporter up here now, so his free lane is not what it once was with Lich rocking up to the top lane, but this at least gives you the, you know, the peace of mind that Morpheus is going to have a better lane now that there's only 2 heroes down below.
And we'll see if TNC make their own rotation. Conrad did snag a double damage for him.
Tiny very low in the mid lane.
Arnold's going for it.
Oh, he got the uphill miss.
If he hits that, he maybe dies, but the orb was kind of off to the side.
Yeah, I don't think you wanted to jaunt that direction. Nemo was pretty well positioned to not go down.
10 and 6 on the puck. This time he might. He phase shifts through the avalanche. Emo does have the chuck. Oh, gotta respect that.
The important do hit pretty hard. You can't afford to like get too low in health and have time to TP back in the lane, and you can't play the lane. That's what we often see these mids after they get a solo kill, they suicide to the tower because you need to maintain your dominance. And right now, he's shutting down the Tiny's ability to last hit by just keeping him low health. So this is almost just as good as getting that kill. He is going mid. He's jaunted in with the winning rip. Gets the first blood. Ah, Mel.
What a snag.
That was
coming now.
A good play, but nothing amazing. I feel like Tiny should have seen that one coming.
Yeah, he was sitting low. There were at least 2, you know, starts there from the puck. Just threatening, and Emo, always a confident and aggressive player, not respecting it. Meanwhile, this top lane, look at KP. They've rotated the ledge top. He's 18 and 1. He is free farming against the dual lane, having his way with level 4. So he's looking good. Gabby doing pretty well considering they started with the tri lane. He's 15 and 4 on the Morph lane. So things are going quite nicely.
Yeah. Small TNC favorite lane stage so far. With that first blood, but he's in some trouble here.
Oh, nice measure. Protect Tims. Looks like he should make it back to...
Probably hoping to throw a few more nukes out before heading back or suiciding somewhere on the map. KP himself got very low and to back out of his lane.
The core AA, we saw it pretty effective early to mid game. Last time it was picked, as they are going to glimpse him.
You might wish to retract.
Wait for him yet. But March is coming in, can just look for some body blocks. Kinetic field comes through. Lights have played by Tims, and that will secure a kill to Gabby. I was going to ask you how you think this core AA is going to fare, but already a rougher start here than what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, it worked amazingly well in that one game, but I'm still not sold on the concept of core AA, particularly with this dual lane or tri. Like, yeah, A line, you dual rank harass, but you don't really have anyone to trap off.
Good Tim dragging JT around the ring, around the roads here, but will end up going down before the bounty rune spawn. Looks like March probably secures this other one.
My main worry is they've kind of got 3 support-ish heroes trying to get a little bit that don't actually make plays as well. Like this AA is a 3 doesn't make plays. Lion needs like a blink dagger before he can make moves. So
the carries make plays.
Yeah, they're very reliant on Emo this game to get anything done. So Emo needs to have a good game. He's already off to a rough start mid. He's fallen back to the jungle. His blink timing is going to be crucial for this IG team. I personally prefer TNC's draft here.
So that was, I believe, 4 bounties or 3 bounty runes for the Radiant. So okay. Nice job by them. And KP did opt for the bottle in the off lane of that. I thought it was pickup. He's getting back here. They're chasing him out. It's a level 5 void. Not quite enough damage for the kill, but see the potential is there. Just to respect this Firefly hero. As he gets the chrono, he's got the shield up. He's under tower up, red shield pulling down. Oh no, can't get the suicide off.
Very well and bash by Firefly. He's like, you're not getting any suicide, KP. Watched your games yesterday.
Just hit the frog as prayers were answered. Benevolent dictator there for now. We'll see how he's feeling after the patch is released. It is on fire.
Oh man, that's always a fun one.
Oh, bottom left, JT. They're setting up with the fissure. And kill, and again to Gabby. So Morphlane having an easier time of it than some of these recent we've seen where he has struggled in the lanes and mid. Good rotation by Kaka, but I think they have the damage for this orb and will jaunt away.
Ammo. Fantastic start in this mid lane. CSing well, playing it well. He TP's up top. He's looking for a play or a kill here. Up to.
They're going to see creeps running into the tower, nobody hitting them. They also have a ward.
Yeah, I mean,
can they get Fly? He's seen this, and he will time walk out.
he got bashed right before he got the 4th hit silence on Void. Otherwise, that could have been close to a kill. RL knows. He's been scattered. Range creep hits him. They know what's up. RL knows what's up.
But they like giving Tim's a little more space, because Tim's just hit a disruptor, getting that early farm. They will commit with the coil on the fly. Gonna die for this one. Or coming through, they're pressuring the Void. I don't know if they're gonna kill him. That is a much easier. Still the chase. Follow aboard. And Fly's actually dead. TNC pull it off.
Yeah, he just stayed up. He got scouted. Whatever, I'll just stick around, wait to see what happens. Insanely powerful. This low cooldown, low mana cost nukes there. He wanted to get to Tim's anyway, so Tim's could get a few more levels, as well as some farm. His 4th position disruptor has been so impactful when he's got that fast ag, so they're prioritizing that. Gabby did die while all that was happening. Best result there.
Does have a couple kills at least, as he's gonna transform into the Lion. Gets off a nice stun with the follow-up. Just he's going down. They do lose Mark, but it's just a support shake. And they're gonna get the tower top, so TNC gotta give them the advantage for these last few minutes. Couple kills on Morphling, take a tower, get your disrupt for his levels. They're looking up.
Yeah, top 3 network all on their side. It's just kind of the to kind of not having a great start. But Tim's is, you know, he's changing that up in this mid lane. TNC got to feel good about this first 8 minutes of the game. KP having his free lane, Pop already winning his lane, and then making a move to get a double kill. Can't really ask for more from your Puck, who, you know, could theoretically have a tough game if you don't get some of these fast items up or go off to a good start. Playing against the Lion Hex, the Sister Gaze, instant disables could be very problematic for Puck's game.
So they are going to get Ice Blast pretty soon. Can they make something happen against Gabby once that's skipped? We saw a lot of Ice Blast kills early on when this Morphling AA time around. So hold that thought, found Kaka, and despite a nice stun, they will kill the Kaka.
I think if they want to use it, they need Chronosphere probably as a setup. And speaking of Chronosphere, they can have a top.
With the ammo here, probably just a kill. But for me, the real question is, what does TNC do now, knowing this Chrono cooldown for 2 minutes? Because last time, they came up, they killed Firefly, and they took his tower.
Yeah, they've got 3 heroes down bottom, but I think it might be hard for them to achieve anything. Pushing into Ice Blast at this stage is a bit spooky. Lion, not quite level 6 himself, but 10 minutes is approaching. So the second that 10-minute mark hits, it's going to be room of experience coming to play. Level 6 Lion. I think if you're TNC, you're thinking, let's try and secure some bounty rune, Chrono down. That's one hero they can't fight with.
For Ali mid, here's the orb forward. Tim on level 1 Glimpse. He is going for that farming build with the Thunderstrike level 3. Snag a couple of bounty runes here. It will King 3.
Oh, got that.
So, Fly Flag got one.
Yeah, I was wondering if they tried to deny the one at bottom ID, but they could not quite achieve that. So, yep, 3-1. Morphling top of the net worth, Puck right behind. He's still very happy with where things are at. Mostly this Morph Shaker struggle. It's lost 3 games in a row as an opening 2 picks because of bad laning stages in early games, but TNC doing well in the laning stage with the Morph Shaker. That's going to be very concerning when it comes to IG as far as how they're going to fare this game. They are rushing Blink on Ego. I think they've recognized, you know, we have this 3-position AA. What the hell are we going to do? How do we stop this Morphling from taking over the game? We need a playmaker.
Yeah, you can't wait for Chrono cooldowns. That is way too long.
Yeah. He's even upgrading his boot, so very selfless play mode, kind of all-in-ish, but
They're of depth as well, but it's going to be tough to go on the morph. They can maybe take us. They're going to try winding their way through the trees. Kaka digging deep for this, but look at the positioning from Gabby. He is scared. He is respecting Yang.
Yeah, he has an idea of where they could be and is using his teammates as meat shapes, marches, kind of in a position to spot this smoke and pop it. There we go.
Diving in for this. He's going to tank a fissure. They keep on going. Looks for the trees, but Gabby
Radiant buildings are fortified.
slithered away to see.
Right. It's interesting from both Gab and Mark there. Gabby seeing away from those dangerous creatures. Bedside man pops popping smoke. Doesn't have little glimpse here. Can't get the kill on Nemo. Blink that coming out on Courier.
was a farmed disruptor, or at least trying to get there. The most farm support in the game by a decent margin. They bring KP in mid. It's like he's gonna take a
Dyer's
tower.
fortified their buildings.
What's IG gonna do? They're just waiting on that. L has been picked up. Foil comes through. The stuff is there though. Knocking him down from the front. Zemo has big stick. The blink now. He should be able to secure the Tim build. Crow on the backside, catching out Armel. This puck from just in his mode. They need a little more damage. They get it. And IG flying free. If her chamber will make it 4, chucking KP right back. Borrow time is ready. He's got Clove. Heroes coming back into the mid lane, but they might just losing more heroes. Mard, everyone's so low. He does echo. Yeah, Fly should be able to walk away. We'll all get out safely, it appears. Well, DD on the morphine, but just going to use it to jump.
Kind of unfortunate time for TNC to go for that smoke play. It was right as Tiny picked up his blink dagger and trying to get himself to full health. And on top of that, the initiation was not a great one. The figure blocked him on the wrong side, so Puck missed his orb and still wanted in, going for the lion villain. Perhaps. I think the kill they should have just not gone for it. That once that fissure is on the wrong side and you miss your orb damage, he should have just been happy to back off. But great Tiny blink reveal comboed with a Lich Shade Frost, and IG. Good first mark on this game.
And they can go again. No, Chrono is down, but Emo, this guy can gank constantly, and the Ice Blast is up in 5 seconds. So will they keep the pressure?
Top towers.
I have to see.
They actually expect Emo to go where his teammates are, like TP down bottom perhaps. Trying making some play. Never Chrono's down, he has no interest in fighting. He's got the Midas.
AA going for 1 too. I'm gonna see full Ags here. JT wants to scale to the late game. Get that Ags, I imagine.
Dyer's top
Yeah, a
towers.
little bit on the greedy side, but we'll see if TNC are able to punish your against Shaker. It is a kind of slower where you might be able to go for these greedier items like the Midases.
So Hasterin now spawned bottom. See who snags this one for TNC. It will be KP. Double bottle. Good runes, but he's got put already. So they're getting a pipe to deal with this Ice Blast and the AoE news. Should be a pretty fast pipe.
Yeah. It's good against all these heroes. The Void has some magical damage with the time lock, but you see all 4 of the other heroes are very heavy on the magic damage. It's an amazing pipe game. Would expect to see maybe Glimmer Capes coming out from these supports. They can get just Tim just like not even rushing his ass as he normally does. He's like Glimmer Cape as his first item pickup because how heavy they are in the magic damage.
We're not going to see like the straight out Ags rush from Gat. So a couple more ones have felt like pressure to just get involved early, but he does grab the Yash and the Morbid Mass first, so definitely the better economical build.
The Ags, you get it theoretically too early is the problem. You need realistically to have level 15 with bonus duration and level 2 ultimate. If not that, you really want level 18. So if you get Ags too early, it's like you don't really come online with it. You come online with your level.
Right now, Shaker has a level 1 Shanto.
Oh, quick reaction from Gabby.
So a level 1 Shanto Shaker, not very good.
Dire side.
Yeah, and with the 5-position Shaker, it takes even longer for the combo to come online. But when it does, of course, it will be insane.
In the meanwhile, the free ward, very nice, as Firefly was having a fish. Not able to find him yet. Oh, there they go. They lock the finger, and they will end up getting the kill on Puck.
Yeah,
The blink's just cooled down.
and Firefly didn't hurt it. He just linked in the 10 dilation, and Puck just kind of got trapped there. Heroes around all of a sudden. And when you get finger, gets finger. Death, kill damage.
Double damage!
This is freedom, though, for KP. Rather than feeding down lanes, he's just pushing down lanes. The debuff on the tower, and this will likely be the 3rd tower he had claimed this game, unless we see a big rotation from IG right now. It's been a one-man siege arc so far.
It really depends. You do have TPs, it looks like.
Well, it's going down one way or another. He's been committing for it. He's all in. He can't get it. Time now. The closest guy missed him as well. No healing for you, sir, but it's a big commitment. And meanwhile, top Ollie has fallen as the trade.
It's like, okay, KP dying for the tier 1 tower, not being denied is probably overall like a win for TNC. Since and it's a slower game, it's like it necessarily gets punished that you die. Like this tier 1 bottom tower is likely going to go down regardless of him dying or not. So in terms of where things stand, we're getting that gold for your team.
Midas was picked previously on PT, now has a point booster, so looking at a pretty farmed off lane A to take the UCM town, as you usually see. The double Midas strat from IG, trying to take it later against TNC.
You see, and you want to be seeing the other team play super aggressive and punish that. They've basically got 4,000 gold. It's, you know, 50% of their net worth is in these Midas, which don't offer anything in a team fight. Probably some attack, but TNC's draft doesn't punish you.
Bottom lane, Ice Blast, then topped onto KP, borrow time committed, but not healing up as the Sinister gains pulls an action. No dead. That one more costly because it might mean tower going down. Let's see if IG want to commit for this. They have Hydro mid. Mock getting caught up there as well. Kaka with the JT. Very active plays by IG. They may have gone double Midas, but they're like they've gone for a bunch of blink daggers and Daegons. Just super aggressive all around the map.
Yeah. Too old on this idea of let's just create space with Zero is bottom lane. Void could be in some trouble against that call.
It just be turned in, let's just dive this time. The Veil Push, they will punish Fly. Very overextended, not respecting that nuke damage. And Tim's, I think that was the Glimmer Cape debut that allowed him to sneak in as the Ice Blast come through. He's even got the Rangers here, and he should be just fine. Oh, Ollie's chasing, no, he's dropped the ward, he's...
He wanted to throw a Chain Frost maybe, with a double nuke could have just got that kill, but raindrop he would have actually survived through a Tranquil to regen.
Really nice against nuke damage. That Glimmer Cape play on Tim, I mean, not necessarily like an everyday Corruptor item. They obviously are good as well. How are you trying to survive? Because it is mostly nukes.
What TNC looks to do there. It was like 3 to 4k and is being locked ever so slightly here, but 2 cores they've got maintaining their pole positions as far as net worth goes, and that's kind of the key thing. Top of the net worth.
By the way, Emo went bots. Now, Puck, I guess a little less surprising, also gone bots. So everybody wants to be mobile here. Speaking of, they found tips.
Mobility guy. Like that for Kaka.
Arcade ain't gonna save you this time, Bubba.
This Volta Tiny Axe, I love it. It's so good for this game because IG's job for the next 5 minutes or so is to keep hunting for kills, and this time
To my house.
So 2 for 2 this time as Fly will grab both bottom.
We're kind of in top lane, was looking so great, able to solo pick up those bottom runes.
IG are losing this net worth. Obviously, have 2 Midases.
Bounty at level 15 and has the accept. Shaker, 2 points in total. It's going down bottom lane. Traveling hunt again. He's going to drop it.
Here comes our battle with Veil. Turn around throughout the court as well. Can save Emo. Don't have tier 1. He is far overextended. Now the Fissure. Arch looking for the turnaround, and now just getting back in. Yes, Blast comes through. Might be able to beat up the Puck. Not quite enough to shatter him with that Glimmer too. But he will survive, and again, it's not Kindred on the Puck.
He's up to such an impactful item. Shaker was getting picked up with the Puck and boot to travel in the zone. Such a strong item current patch.
Mention Gabby now level 15. It feels like it might be level 15 this game. The Gentom is level 3 now. It's getting there.
Yeah, he's catching up with the level 3 tome, I'd say, but we'll see if he's going to keep on farming. You're in no rush if you're TNC. Your lamp definitely stays fairly strong. You just don't want to get off too much because IG now it's just a 1k gold lead. Still have to kill because something IG's worked out for that tiny death there. The double minus GPM is really kicking in with the 88 gold permanent talent. Well,
good stuff. This might not be good though. Right now, he's in Hex. Never sent his case, but the interrupt comes through with the Panic Storm. Kanka gonna lose their lion for this. Will he make it? Just barely. But now more point the fray, and they just smoked.
Radiant's middle towers are looking so great.
Moving towards mid. Invis Rune to go with the DD, grabbed by KP. Do they actually make a gank happen? All the while, I'm pushing bot, and IG a little bit of keep away for them.
Got the puck to deal with this. He can always keep here on the map very easily with his. So it's like he's going to push out this. No. And there was dire. It feels like if Morph picked up that DD, they may have been able to go for it. Risky, you're playing against a high school Chronosphere, time initiate, not an easy game to go for that with big vision on your part. Something teams be really good about. They're littering this map with observers and sentries.
Oh god, they've got a pretty calm mid game here, 23 minutes in. It's developed because either team ahead in terms of the strategic of the match, or is the TNC's game right now?
It's still any of these games, but I think TNC overall still have a slight strategic edge because we haven't seen the BS Morphling, well, not just the Morphling, have a bad start. All Morphling just come from a bad early game, and I feel like Gabby thinks he's probably unkillable this game. Give him Ice Blast in the playing field the way Morph works, where you can turn into this and full health. It feels like AA is quite counter used to be against Morphling.
We have with Blink, so maybe they can catch him, but if he's smart and safe, it's going to be very tough.
There's a lot of cool tools on both sides to make these teams. You see this Static Storm, you've got a Shaker, 5% Shaker. If he ever needs to Blink that, help IG. Right now he just did some Bracer gaming. I don't think about it.
Dire's top tower is gone.
That's exactly. Mel with the taser take. Now Holly also on the run. They do have with the coil. They can no vision. And when it's just this push game, it seems like Tim's is having a very free time of it. 3, 3, and 5. He's been involved in 8 kills.
Oh yeah, and he's farming, pushing. He's got 55 last hit in his max strike build I elected for, but he has been the one who will punch the push of IG. He's supposed to TP in, he looks for that setup, and then a second hero to back him up usually swoops on it.
KP so aggressive here. Has the locked swing potential pet. Double magic barrier up. IG are camping him out. Looks like they want to commit for this. Sending the whole gang in, but KP has retreated.
They just got BKB on.
Fly wants to go.
A prize.
So that puts an end to the initial aggression, but here comes round 2.
It's like, where can I minus? I need to minus something. There we go.
TP out. Hunting for him. And he will be caught.
More BKB offline as well, so all this magic damage in AS Plus not going to be quite as potent as far as Gabby's Morphling now. It has been hit. So
smoked by IG. They really want to make something happen with this BKB.
do they know they're in Roshan though? This is a bold
middle
play
tower
from
is
TNC. It looks like they're going to get cold feet though.
It's what you did there. Fireflies move, and they are starting to close. They get the Hex up in the back. They have a good chrono though. The Fisher's gonna make it tough. Fireflies don't top the BKB. Time dilation comes through. They're gonna rules him. He's though. BD looking again. Chrono though. Only can out one here. Oh, that's good enough. Just they gotta finish. They got and they can't. Have a beat. We're on the march. At least. Five shaker. That's good enough. Morphling, meanwhile, starting to clean up here. He's found one. He gets off the pitcher looking for more. Down the chase and he nails the time. Can he finish it? Totem through from the buyback. And that is a no. So a board now. TNC blown by the void and right back into the Roche pit for TNC.
Yeah. That was the full 10-second beat. He needed every second of it because it just felt like the second is BKB. TNC were ready to push. I can't believe he survived as long as he did. Came outside, throwing missed coils, using the pipe to block some damage, and then right after he burns himself to stay alive.
And there's just not that much right now.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned there's the magic damage from the top block, the maelstrom. Heat mostly magic damage too.
Roche, and that's Aegis for Jack. Is Morphling looking to carry this game. A great sidestep, getting out of the when the Ice Blast flew in, so it was the puck being hit by it. And he makes sure that Roche just without any kind of hiccup.
Well, hit the Morph Shaker getting trapped yesterday several times over the course of the last few points of it. TNC, you gotta admire them sticking to their style, just making a few adjustments at the start of the drift with that lead in early and going right back to the well for what worked from thus.
Yeah. A lot of teams would be considering and pushed away from one of their best strats after losing it did yesterday, but TNC, I'm afraid, really to bust it out. Makes such a big difference when in terms of the grand scheme of things in a best of 3, because you'll know that you're going to lose confidence in picking a game 2. You win with it, suddenly IG's like, oh, I guess we just got to ban it.
And then the draft may open up for some other sort of cheese or next level strat.
They're Chen, they're Alchemist, that TNC have a lot of strats that are just so good in the kind of meta that teams haven't really figured out how to beat.
Get it out. That's all they need for Tims to reel him back in with the silence. There's the kill. They might get
Oil down.
Well, they did. That's top lane. They're diving on this tiny. They've caught Emo out. Can they bring him down? Time you catch TNC make it 3.
Your last move.
That's it. More.
This is turning into a very difficult game for Invictus Gaming.
Yeah.
Playing from behind versus a more versus a disruptor. They may lose a 4th. Commitment here is the lead. That's a dominating streak. All of it to the Morph machine. Towers are going to start melting. They don't have this A for 40 seconds. That might mean TNC just go hype down here. I don't. If IG can defend this, need that Ice Blast to even have a chance.
Gabby is Lana. That makes it a little bit easier for them, but can still more.
Oh, enough for Enchanto there.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
He's looking to get this back here with the A. And it looks like IG are just going to have to give up this full mid lane of Rax.
Flyfly's not coming. He's farming the enemy jungle right now, and Imps is actually, it looks like 15 for him. Oh no, maybe he's securing down runes.
They just grabbed the range Rax. They respect the respawn. They know that they can take these shrines.
And they haven't seen Void right now. Yeah. He was in the jungle, so no radiant wards over there.
This is the new disciplined TNC. It's something we started a lot more of when he joined the team as their coach, and now that March has joined their squad post-TI, there's been a lot more calm, way fewer throwing games. Game. TNC just making these very calculated calls.
A prize.
IG on back foot. I can't say I recall seeing them win a game where they're really far behind, guys. Like all of their wins to me have been primarily winning early and just snowballing. Yeah, there was the one crazy comeback against Beast Coast. That's about it.
That's true.
And that was not a game they should have won.
Yeah, they like doing a little earlier than snowballing from there.
Gabby, he's hopping around. He's going to commit speaking here. Go crunching and just elite top.
Wicked double kill.
To retract your last move. Retract your last move.
They're coming for your base. Top lane, there's no tier 2. They might have thrown it. No, they're hopping to top. They're looking for more. Gabby's here. JT tries to run, tries to stop, but there is no escape from Waterman. He is big. He is strong, and he is coming for your IG. That's it. Warp Shaker is back. It's a very short practice. About a day. He pulled it back.
The pickup potential when you could.
and it's a mid tiny, that's usually when you're going to do really well versus him. And I think they got all the early runes. So
Yeah.
I did like Kaka's Lion, by the way. I think
he did well.
Sure.
you know, IG has been doing real well, get into the top 3 here, and we've given a lot of praise to mostly JT and Emo, and yesterday, of course, Fly stepping up as well. But Kaka kind of flying under the radar, also because he's no longer the playmaker. JT now is nothing specifically against him, but this game he did have the chance to step it up. And he did.
On a non-Lina hero also.
On
for
a non-Lina
once.
hero.
Kind of Lina anyway, right?
Yeah,
Lion, Lina, you know, they can.
Yeah.
One's not a hex, it's not an instant disable, but they both have stuns and they have long. Yeah,
Would you have gone Shadowblade Lion is the question.
people used to actually. For
Really?
some time, yeah.
Oh,
like
man.
very rare, like just for split pushing things, just some very split
okay.
pushy games. If you have global heroes like AA or
Yeah, that's
Zeus or
true.
Invoker or something
I
like that,
can
people
see
used
that.
to do that. But
Was this game any indication of the rest of the series, though?
Yeah, well, Lyrical said it, I think, backstage, where this is like the ultimate flex opening, where it's just like, you're not Vici Gaming. You can't beat our Morph Shaker. Who do you think you are?
yeah, it's true.
So it may be TNC just asserting dominance in a game 1 situation, and win or lose, they were both satisfied at the fact that they could just put that into IG's head, being like, you're not grand final material, dude. You're a minor winner. Get out of my tournament.
I mean, that is really true. There is a lot of the teams do like doing that, right? When you have a BO3, you might as well try something out that you know is you've tested a million times and it's worked. Sure, it didn't work a couple times earlier in the past and whatever, but for the most part, it has worked for them. So yeah, you've got a game of leeway, and now it's even better because now you put the pressure on. Now IG has that in their head, and they're like, shit, we might actually just have to ban Morphing or Shaker instead of just giving it to them and playing against it. You might actually just have to switch up your style.
The mental battle is already halfway won in that case. We're going to find out what's going to happen in game number 2, though. It will happen after this break. Double circuit. DP circuit.
ATM machine. Coddle of the lights.
Coddle of the light.
Quap of pain.
Dota
There's a
Pro
lot of
Circuit.
Dota Pro Circuit.
Dota Pro circuit.
It sounds nice though. That one like makes it a bit like Dota Pro Circuit sounds like no one ever is gonna say automatic telegraph machine, whatever the hell
Teller
it is.
machine.
Telemachine, sorry. What do I say telegraph? Teller machine.
Dota Pro circuit. Here with Fog and Tsunami.
And we've got a
No, we don't. Actually, we do.
Kinda do.
In a second.
maybe.
Give me a
Please
second.
hold. You're spoiling the viewers at home. They're now expecting
I
a draft
was
ASAP.
just hoping. And
there you go.
What a shock.
Hell
So you guys are saying you should ban out a shaker or a morph, probably the shaker, if you're IG, because you don't want to have that happen again.
Like Dota Pro Circuit sounds like no one ever is gonna say automatic telegraph machine, whatever the hell it is.
Teller machine.
Telemachine, sorry. What do I say? Teller machine.
Dota Pro circuit. Fog and Tsunami. No, no. Actually, we do. In a second.
Maybe.
Please hold. You're spoiling the viewers at home. They're now expecting a draft ASAP.
I was hopeful.
What a shock.
So you guys are saying you should ban out a shaker or a morph, probably the shaker, if you're IG, because you don't want to have to happen again. Yes or no? Ban shaker, yes or no? You gotta say it before IG does it, otherwise it's no
Let's say they
ethical
don't.
skill.
Let's say they should, but they won't. How about that?
Okay, they should, but they won't.
Yeah.
Shaker morph was not the problem.
Well,
said IG.
also,
I mean, it ended up being the fun. Think like Armel caused the problem, though. He's the one who made that. You know, they couldn't put the pressure on because Armel had a fantastic game. So.
Also, I think that if you prove that you're scared of it, then supposing you do beat TNC, then all of a sudden you look that much more vulnerable to Vici Gaming. Because if you haven't ban it, then you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think you stick to, for TNC, you stick to what you've been doing. Ban those JT heroes, make him play some weird stuff to throw them off guard. And for IG,
5 seconds
I
remaining.
want to see emo on him. I don't know. I didn't feel that Tiny was emo. I don't know, for some reason. I know he's probably played it a billion times and all that, but like...
He lost to Hux, like he gave up first blood.
Yeah, that's not emo.
Telegraph first blood lost.
Yeah, it's not, that just doesn't feel to me like emo, the way he's been playing it.
So Mirana was banned previous game by TNC themselves. This time they banned out the gyrocopter instead of it. That's the only difference from previous game in terms of all the 6 bans we see. But they have pick, so they grab it first.
And I
10 seconds left.
Yeah.
And they went boy.
They went for the Lich.
5 seconds remaining.
Also terrifying position 5.
It's true.
Dire's choice.
Well, it's perfect. That was a bit weird. So playing versus Mirana, they were going to start off, being able to remove that one easily with shields and others.
And you get rid of that for KP. It's an I pick as well, and we've seen KP be so good with that.
And it's sort of flexible.
Yes.
We ran in, you know what, 4, 5, and 3.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
So,
5 seconds, boss.
Stroke.
Radiant's pick.
Disruptor.
The Disruptor's having a
He's like-
renaissance right now.
what's going on right now, right? It's just like, everyone's like, oh, this was
They
good.
picked him against Nightstalker and everyone's like, wait, what if we just pick him against every single team?
Like TNC, or IG's like, wait, we just lost to a bad Disruptor, you know, like...
It's been working out.
Stuff has been looking a lot better than I thought, and I'm sure.
10 seconds left.
I mentioned it the other day too. I know Tells.
Yeah,
I'm not the
or-
biggest fan of this hero, so I'm really curious to see
seconds
how he feels about these Disruptor picks.
I do think that it's definitely a change of pace to be Mac Thunderstrike, and like,
Radiant's
I'm not
back.
going to help my team with this. I need to farm up my Aghanim Scepter, and then I'll start helping my...
Ooh, very early. Oh, this looks like a TI opener, right? That's what
Yeah.
those openers with a TI every game. So because the advantage is shown, and also gets the Disruptor can be 10 times, but because the advantage is shown and they have the combo with the Mirana. Silences are annoying though. Definitely don't play versus
Silences
silence.
10 seconds left.
Assassins on the pool, and that's the hero that we've been seeing. Apt Reflex.
5 seconds
OD.
remaining.
And that was the duo support, right? Explosive pattern.
Yeah.
I think we saw
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's right. Yeah, Aghanim Scepter.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was.
Good up, G.
Dire's turn to ban.
They did.
Did
mix.
IG?
Pick Nixus.
Yes.
That was them who
That
did
was
it, right?
the last game they played
Yeah.
against EG.
That's-
That was the same as the Monkey King game.
Yep. I remember it was Kaka. He was like extremely farmed on this Nixus class, and he had an act and got earned or something more very early on in the game. Hopefully, it's ability for them to go. Okay, now
10 seconds remaining.
Wait a minute, you get the second phase.
right?
5
I'm just saying,
seconds
though, I do
remaining.
hope it's going to be all playing the Disruptor, because I do feel like it's a big...
Agreed.
Kaka had a Disruptor game as well, had a couple of unfortunate moments.
He had a very unfortunate
It's
glimpse
about
of an
static
ag,
storm.
of an ag set.
Yes.
Not even just regular static storm. It allowed I think the Night Stalker to get BKB off and run rampant.
But that's one of those things where you're, like... That's when you're not a very well-versed Disruptor player, because that's like, okay, let's press all the buttons on this one target. I was like, wait, one of them actually helped him. Wait a second.
They actually ban out the Void, and there's the next ban, of course.
Hands up. There's still Morph and Shaker in the pool, and we have been saying, even when it's not first 2 picks, second or picking third, fourth is actually still pretty good as well.
This time, though, you already know OD is mid, and OD is not the same space creator as a puck by
Yeah.
any means.
So I can see it for IG if they
10
want to
seconds
go.
left.
But I don't think TNC repeat it.
Well,
5 seconds,
IG
boss.
also banned out Void, so maybe they are planning on
true.
doing something like that.
Yep.
Now that they know the ground is better, but
The draft would look better over the better. Even though, I mean, they could have actually ran it here with OD and Mirana,
you know,
but the silences, those starts to build in. fast-paced hero.
So who's the JT? Who we think for JT? I would down for some Unga, which is bad.
Yeah, that's we're never gonna
If
see
he's
that.
not playing the Abaddon.
Not playing the bad.
Previous game we had on the second phase ban. It's one of his good heroes too.
I
OD.
am not a fan of.
You want him to be able to actually like move around and make plays rather than just like I park in front of tower,
Exactly.
I hit tower. Yeah.
That means that in the pool, Tim, Axe, Centaur, and Sand King.
The Sand King is
Legion.
probably the best.
And Legion.
Yeah.
But they already have that bad, so they don't really need
Yeah.
the Legion.
I think Sand King probably out of all those sounds the best because all the other ones you don't want to play versus me, pretty much. Axe, you know, you put him under when he goes, put up on target that he goes under.
Emo, has he played any Pug node?
This tournament,
Just
no.
Price.
Dyer's been
Oh,
He's
yes.
going to be one of those big options with the OD.
Radiant's choice.
And the second, I think that's the best out of all those options. It's a very fast stun that comes out of high magic damage that falls together with it as well.
I thought you said Centaur was the best option.
No, it's King.
Oh, I'm the mentor. My bad.
No.
Like, why?
No, all those figures like Axe, Centaur, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Versus OD is always a it's always a bit here. Ron does come. Kyle does come out. That can set them up to Thomas. These
Radiant's back.
Harry picks.
Storm Spirit.
Storm already.
I do
mean,
like
he's
the Evo
the-
Storm.
He sees it to supports. He's just from around. And Kyle,
I see
no
free
real
kills.
stuns. Yeah, arrows and will-o-wisp as their stuns disable the storm right now, which is not the greatest.
And then I guess the Smokey matchup is just pretty much skill based, right? I would think Storm
10
gets
seconds
more
remaining.
CS, static round, but then not the link on.
I think he's just a farm one, right? Storm. I think Storm out farm. That. Okay. OD though can the arrows. Is one
that's
that's
true.
a bit of a threat there that they probably are a bit scared of. And both teams getting dispel, right? We're having a bad
10 seconds
Omni,
remaining.
having the great versus a Photic Shield.
5 seconds, boss. Radiant's banned.
They did it yesterday versus the OD as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Kind of loving on the old disable also on the side of TNC. It feels like it's like this last pick needs to better be real good. Like there's a lot of pressure on the last pick.
Yeah, and it would be a Gabby here,
Yeah.
basically.
Good chakra combo
10
now.
seconds left.
Well, it was TK, but
Yeah, that's the one. That's
do they still with the
5
bristle?
seconds
But then you're like even more going no disables.
The good thing was life stealer and CK, and then I'm like, wait, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby hero.
Gabby had played in this tournament so far PA, but that was together with the man and the sucker band. Only together with the shaker. CPA again. He
What's the-
did play an alchemist.
Get out.
He also played Naga and a drill, but drill bound too.
Yo. All of his heroes
All
are
the heroes are gone.
Yeah.
The-
except for PA, but I don't want to.
yeah.
PA and Naga.
Yeah, the other combo, it's like what Ember Troll that people used to like a lot with Cuddle. They banned Monkey King. I think that was a really good ban. I definitely think they would have picked it on if it wasn't taken out. Yeah, the only two I can think of is like Ember and Troll that synergize really well with Kyle. I'm probably forgetting about a couple.
But if you're playing Troll, I kind of don't like
I like them.
Troll feels so lackluster, and you're up against a disruptor. You're just gonna get glimpsed and burrowed, and you're
seconds
gonna be
left.
so sad.
I don't like the hero. Like I don't think it's the best anymore. I just think that's the pairing that people really like because you shot or double up whirling axes and stuff. Other one people used to do is Sand King was anti-mage, and there's a storm in the game.
Ooh.
I don't know if they'll go that far out the box. They're
That's
just gonna stick with a comfortable one.
Again, though, as I said, not an
Yeah.
extra disable. The only thing they have is an arrow and will-o-wisp.
We saw Emo go crazy on Storm a couple times, and he's versus like no disable again. It's looking like a really solid Storm game right now. But there are heals. That is one of the things that Storm can be a little bit. I know let's always to talk
10
about
seconds
that.
remaining.
Come on, Mike.
kind of. It's a shadow of its former self.
Alright, but it's a model against Storm, you know? At least he's not gonna get stunned,
Yo,
but
if
he
he
is
does
gonna...
that, Bristle's gonna be like, did you seriously cast Chakra on someone else other than me?
Wait,
in this
actually,
game?
does Malik actually, or for magic, I guess, he ball lightning, so
Does-
Yeah,
okay, never mind. Moot point. Okay, so what's gonna be our fly hero?
something that can deal with laning against. Wait, do you think they're gonna put Bristle in like an aggressive situation?
That's Gabby.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
Gabby.
they might put it in aggressive. That could
Yeah.
be.
Or take your pick.
Ooh, they take a Morphling for themselves. There's no stuns for a Storm on IG.
Any kind of funky copies he can make?
The Sanking, that's the other one we saw. The Ags with the Sanking. You just burrow strike super far in.
Yeah, but I don't think you build an as
It's the
just
same.
for that.
Not the same.
Yeah. I mean, the E-Blade looks like the shotgun build of Morphling looks quite strong because you're against Guardian Angel from Omni-Knight, so your physical damage is going to be lacking, and IG have a ton of magic damage, so why not just double down on that Morphling?
Super elusive carry heroes that also have a Batten behind them that's gonna be shielding and stuff.
Yeah, and you don't even need to worry about morphing in your team. Turn it into KP, put Heavenly Face on yourself, and then toggle back into.
We are gonna have Kaka try to team himself. He is playing the disruption this game. It will be a bad one for Ollie. Laugh at that. That's
Wow, how much could he mess up with bad glyphs this game? I feel like there's a lot of potential to
If he
glimpse out
gets
of Storm Spirit.
an Ags, he can mess a lot of stuff up.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting, for example, an OD, you know,
True.
be careful. You guys have been talking about this draft, like IG is just in the back. You know, they've got the upper hand purely because they got disables and they're having heroes that thrive on the enemy not having disables, which is the case. Anything to look out for this match?
There's strong lanes by TNC, so one to get away with here, but this just has me extremely concerned because if the game gets to a point where anything that if I think he doesn't have a good hold of the game and it's like just people
Bring it
are
on.
splitting up and not moving together, you're just gonna get picked off all over the place by Disruptor, by Small, by Morphling and King.
So they need to have a good start again, like they had previous game, and
Purposeful.
build off of that.
Then Gabby to be like super beefcake, getting through it, and getting his sack stolen by a Sand King or that's what we know.
Super beefcakes. He agrees.
I think it's gonna be a Storm Spirit bonanza of 8 free Bloodstone charges by the time.
All right. Well, let's see if we can have a super beefcake on Gabby and force a 2-0, or if there's going to be a third game and Storm Emo is going to just go crazy. Fucking out with the god, LD.
All right, guys. Well, forget about us because there is action in the game already, so we're gonna hop right into it. It's an early smoke rotation for IG.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Setting up here on March, and they should get a juicy first blood. So well, he's caught out for now. I'm gonna try to chase him. Heal comes through. Maybe they won't. Looks like they might have had him, but thinking not in range. Still, they're gonna control this jungle, so they'll at least get their 2 bounty runes. I thought they would have had it there. They had the vision, they had 4 heroes in the area, but just skates away.
Cuddle very fast. 332
Watch your
movement
flanks.
speed without boots.
And then the blinded light,
Yeah,
obviously. Very
290
disruptive.
on Sanking. Yeah, it's just Sanking can't get in range there, unfortunately.
Get out there.
That was anticlimactic, but an exciting showdown here, guys. This is potentially IG's last game in the tournament. They've got to win. They're going to put all their eggs in just the playmaking basket. God, JT Comfort here on the Sand King. He was huge on this hero. He was also big on Legion Commander. These guys like take team fights, be aggressive, have lockdown. He's got that emo in the game with very little control for him. And of course, a Morphling last pick in a game where there's not much control. So, how do you feel about the way he's going to match up?
I think IG's very happy with the draft they've ended up with here. They're one of the few teams that make this Morphling work without the Earthshaker, and the last time I saw them do this was against Omni-Knight. It's very good here to steal spell from. You get the Heavenly Grace, Purification, so he's going to be looking to probably take advantage of that. But at the same time, I think TNC has no issues with their draft. Like, yeah, there's many stuns against this Storm Fling, but they still have very strong lanes and can try and support this game.
Morphling, bad in duo. Not the happiest start here. Zabatin's are through almost all of his regen towards Monaco. You can get that deny come back to lane, but KP on the Omni is pressured hard, and they're diving. Whoa. A double leap forward from him. He's got the arrow. He won't commit for this. Ollie may potentially just be able to deny himself arrow off the mark.
Nice sight there from Ollie. He saw that.
He's going to have to walk all the way back, so at least I play isolated under the tower. That's good at least. Cut gets aggressive bottom. He's hit level 2, and he's called out March again. And this time, there will be no such escape. First blood to Kaka.
Good job catching it during cooldown of Lightning Light. If he has that up, it's an easy escape, but I just don't cooldown. But
Lightning Light has the cooldown. I feel like that spell's always up.
It's a quick 14 seconds, but until that point, definitely being won by TNC, but bottom lane goes well for IG. Kaka Disruptor causing some problems right out of the gate.
Oh, this is real speed for Emo. Regen for him as we fly. They pressured heavily here in the top lane. He's only level 2, so there is that danger of dying if they can chain stun you and right-click you down.
KP's starting item, Orbit, and caused all kinds of problems. You have this from level 1. He got pulled some extra tangos so he could get away with it. Normally you can't stout and Orb in the offlane, but with the tangos, he's made it work and he's harassing a hell of a lot, causing a
and we're up against a Quality Blade melee hero with the decent animation. Even Morphling is going to struggle a bit to last hit, and that's ignoring the herbs they pointed to.
Anytime Morphling comes up close, you're getting right-clicked by this new ranged hero.
Abby getting aggressive in the bottom lane. They may have gotten that early kill on March, but he's diving with the Mango. He's going to pop it now. Grabbing a bottle.
He's seen him usually do on his bristleback when he plays. He keeps the bottle, just to his supports to try to find some runes and refill it, and gives you a lot of sustain for your lane.
Probably going for neutral tonight here, it looks like. So, really struggling to keep Fly healthy in this lane, as Abby will be down. Got a little overzealous.
The second point in Thunderstrike actually helped that one. At least he has 2.5. His nuke is very, very powerful. The damage scales very well when you get that second point in it.
Tim's proven it nuisance to get the wood storm.
Kind of like maybe has another kill.
They bring him
to the basement.
Down. Oh, looks like March will get away for now, but the Thunderstrike coming out. March is be very low.
Yep. Might be enough. Kaka was about to pick up a haste room, which would have killed, but March denied.
Storm is not level 6, and they're picking at the lane. They've won an arrow rotation on him with an astral setup, and they've not done it yet, but the way Armel is playing, Emo's got to be a little sus.
Should know this is stupid.
Arrow, I think it might be a little too late. Oh, just clips him as he walks forward. Good effort by Emo. But the batting comes in. Oh, just a bit late. Not able to heal him.
Yeah. The way Emo was playing, I was like, he seemed to know that the Mirana was around for that astral the arrow. I think he was expecting Arrow to be right.
They have a ward, so I'm pretty sure they saw that rotation, but Tim's he was juggling for a while after he ran past the ward, so maybe he lost his focus. The abandoned P would come faster. Speaking of the abandoned, the Ollie getting bullied. He can't become top, so it's a 1-1.
A gift from the
Fly doing okay for now.
Bounty Raiders are spawning. It looks like IG get both bottom and both top should go TNC. Well, they were prioritizing them, but none of the IGs are there to take them at all.
The prize is mine.
Well, Storm getting slowed down a little bit early. The Morphling under pressure from the Omni Knight, still farming well, but I'll mention wanting to see good lanes. So far, we're getting them out of TNC.
Yeah. TNC's pretty content with how things have gone. The Pixel dying his lane. I think this is the one area where their lane's gone worse.
And he maybe doesn't get here. They're going on him with Thunderstrike.
Trying to turn it.
Got the quilt stacking JT in danger, has the stick, didn't get it off. And they're going to find Kaka as well. Doesn't have flips. Looking to cool that turn fight. Gabby looks at his back.
Stick.
He's got his own stick.
Whoa,
15 HP. That's a close one. And meanwhile, Fly also being pressured. IG, up 2K already. Non-stop, relentless aggression.
This T1's dead. It's the siege creep. There's nothing you can do. Fly's on 1 health here. Okay, second and more strength.
Wants to maybe drag some creep away, but they're going to bully for that. They just keep on attacking. Ollie comes in, but Ollie's on level 2. Teal doesn't do it at this point, but that's good opening. And kill mid. Level Kaka. Emo has not for level 6, and it's Armel dying, so something desperately needed, like a pulse for IG in this landing stage.
Keeping all the right moves here. Gabby getting enough to the bottom. JP, all the spells are in cooldown.
Look at the damage from Gabby. It's like a corner of JP. He's diving for this. He's diving for this. He will get the kill. Force Emo as well. He's ending killing speed though. And JT gets the goal for that.
It just didn't quite have damage there at the end and converted a little bit because of that.
It's still okay just getting the storm off at mid lane and not in the jungle where he'd probably prefer to be.
On XP, he's a full level ahead of the OD now.
Yeah, despite the death god, he is in the game.
He's been farming well. Mel has the jungle to fall back to. Top 3 network already side. Holy
AP, the bully here.
Yeah.
Well, we saw it on the event last game. This game, even easier for him to play aggressive at this stage of the game.
Yeah, very different day for KP. Yesterday he was kind of sacrificial. He's creative.
All aboard the feed train, and this time quite a bit different.
Turning around here, kicking the TP in to help his buddy Gabby out.
But that, yeah, is really happy about. Great work, boys. As they are going to glimpse in Sims, but who's caught home because he looks like he wanted to go in Kaka. Now that's free. Now that's not happening. Get the ward down. I don't think Edgy saw this. They may have checked his inventory though. Chase also continuing bottom. He's like, great, I'll just have my punishing brand of medicine the southern side of the map instead. Those snow bombs are fearsome.
Dire's middle tower is in trouble.
Will end up escaping. They're gonna consolidate here on the mid lane. Start hitting the tower.
Dire's middle tower is under
Seems
attack.
under leveled by how low his lane. He's not hit level 6 yet.
Can kill Emo. He's gonna try for it. Connects on the arrow. He's got the level 3 stars. This is a dead storm spirit. Huge solo kill by Tim. And he gets out as well. What a player. They know there's a ward. They will reward it, but the damage.
There is a lot of ancient stacks as well, and back, of course, one of the best in the game to find those.
And they're not very good at taking stacks.
Dire's
Really
bottom
no
tower
right
is
like physical damage, at least not spread damage.
Dire do not contest these.
They can steal the regular stacks, maybe with the storm, but that's or the Sanky, but that's pretty risky to go that far.
And contesting to like a Omni Bristle at this stage of the game seems very spooky. Your heroes aren't really aligned yet, and there's going to be from Narrow. Yep, and perfectly.
Nice pick off there. Throwing out the ult to secure it and fly down.
This is a Morphling into ODO. He's always been one of those kind of counter to Morphling. Morphling much strength, he's just going to wreck you, build arcane orbs, you're too high on the agi, he just blows you up with the sanity.
This game feels like it's going to be much more about the storm.
That's going for a kill on Tim's, but Tim's gets the bounty rune first, doesn't have any leap charges left, Evo out of mana.
Can't even kill him off, but while that was happening, a skirmish also bottom. You end up getting a little 3 bounty runes there. Kaka being produced to come a level 3 Vadin for all of 10 minutes. The hero doesn't necessarily need farm as a support, but he definitely needs levels.
Yeah, you want him
home now. He's not going to be close to 6.
Definitely want that max out coil of the kill ASAP.
Especially with the Morphling game. He talked about the OD burst. You need that defensive capability.
Dire's middle tower isn't looking so good.
Great stop at TNC 5K fully. They're looking to get a kill to dribble back over to offset this.
Doesn't have any state charges, so he will fall. Maybe man with rotation, winning the hammer, but they will just glimpse him right back, and they should be able to retreat successfully. Speaking of supports, Kaka, good news, he's level 7, so he's missing the glimpse this game, not going for the extra points in Thunderstrike. which we saw from TNC.
Yep. This is the more standard Destruction build, just the second point of Thunderstrike, the value, and you go back for Glimpse for the playmaking. I think this is definitely the more standard way, or it's the safer way. You know, Glimpse is just always going to be a good spell. Thunderstrike is a much greedier way of playing the game, where if it doesn't, you don't find Sword of Thumb, you're going to regret not having max points in Glimpse.
It's great against TNC as well, because they are a bunch of tower divers. Omni Knight, Versal Bag, these heroes just going to be rushing after you, smacking you off for builds, dying with the quill. And there's Orana, who we've seen Tim get away quite a few times. Trying to steal some fly creep here. Do every little bit of economic damage he can.
Even if he hits the
They're diving mid, looking for Gabby. Not the static form though, that's not really a possible kill.
For these stacks soon.
TNC very heavily contesting roof here. They do not want to storm free.
Pecker bristles in a cleaning spot. Oh, map of the Moonlight Shadow. Fairly low here though. Be a little bit careful and happy about how he plays this one. The smoke from the G-head and this raid jungle.
They're gonna find something here. Omni Knight, tough kill. It's a possible kill. They've got a lot of lockdown bomb. Silence the second storm. Not gonna catch him. Glimpse him, but it's to the other side of the Stiffing Storm. They needed their silence, that extra bit of damage, have a chance. And there's no chance. TNC rotate in, they clear their stack safely. And now I have to get the hell out.
This is what through that one.
Wow, after that's those stats, a 5k gold lead. TNC, 2 games in a row, pulling ahead.
They're going to get double hoods as well. Again, Versal picking one up.
It does feel like a better comeback game for IB, just based on the draft.
Oh yeah.
Like, TNC need to be ahead at this point.
Yeah, more focusing Storm Spirit, playing against very limited disables for one game for them. He can come online. Seems he's going to be rushing a Yule Scepter, it looks like, so he can get some extra lockdown and control for the team. They'll give him an arrow scepter that doesn't have to be RML as well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see OD prioritize Hex as one of his first major items as well. Perhaps after like a Blink BKB at latest. I would expect Hex that.
Okay, let's see if they'll get it quickly. Will they keep the pressure up? They had a nice start. They took their ancients, but still farming for now. Perhaps going to complete that pipe before their next round of aggression. It doesn't seem like they can really reliably connect to self gods. Like, Ash to Arrow is not a great setup in the mid game, so they may just have to kind of walk at towers.
Yes. Yeah, Versal at least is a nice frontline punching bag who can just sit there, soaking up damage, push something back. He's a good target to guard if you're out.
Fear not, Harris.
Garros.
I can't handle free of me. I stand for the light.
Up behind this mid push in front of JT.
Dire's middle tower.
Dodge away, but the tower is dead. Nobody figured on the 10k now. Jungle invasion are going deep. He's got the Veil and the Dragon Lance. Very tanky.
All-knowing
Damage in the mid game. As he will walk into Kaka. And to set it up in the Uncle, he's looking for the solo kill here on the Disruptor. With the Veil, should have firepower. Storm Wolf's committed, but they drop the Ignis. Will-O-Wisp. Wilson Sparta. Oh, that patch, a big fight breaking out at the bottom Bounty Road. Storm comes falling in. Huge dive on the Tims. He's blown most of his mana for this initiation. Can he get out afterwards? He's blown everything. Evo, he might be too far. He needs to get up to the high ground just barely. He will. They can heal him. Alex doesn't have his level 6. No, he's just killed it. So he can survive, but it's a headlong retreat. Evo jumping away, falling out of mana, out of options, and out of escape plans as KP runs him down with a heal bomb. You get nothing. And that loses power too.
Yeah, it's just too early for some of these heroes to be fine. We're seeing Storm, feeling like the game is slipping away, and sure, these heroes can really counter this, but at the same time, you can't afford to fall behind too much gold to force slide in.
Well, they found him. Glimpse back. Not he'll just right out. Kill, and he's away.
Unfortunately, Storm Morpheus aren't able to kill these fights. Storm runs out of mana before he even gets a kill. He steals the Omni form, gets the Heavenly Rate, but it's not really extra damage up, but it just helps keep him alive, and not quite what you were hoping for on the IG side.
So what's the adjustment here? Are you just slip pushing and dodging? Are we going to see some running down lanes on the abandon of Ali, just feeding to create space? What do you want to do?
I think Sanking Disruptor need to make some moves around the map. I feel like picks Sanking's rushing this blink. He's just about to come. So these two need to be playing together. Ideally with the cores, which should probably be Storm Spirit. So get some kills rolling, try and find some eggs. Don't let TNC just control the map as they're doing right now.
JT pushing at the top lane, but the TNC is converging mid, and it peaked once again with Gabby out in front. Clip wave is an arcane rune, so the pushing potential is substantial. T now becomes the seed vision, plus 186. They almost 300 upon IG, no interest in fighting, but they have to here. His TP is the cooldown, he's gonna wave away. Should be fine, isn't farming. While towers are being hit, probably want the bristle hitting this tier 2 mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Chasing some more floating, it looks like.
Dragon creeps.
I like to see the split push seems to be the answer to what's going on from IG. So OD's grabbing top waves, Bristle's grabbing bottom waves. It just really slows down the split push capabilities of what IG have going. They push it to the bottom and more pressure tier 2. Losing these waves is that's going to keep this top tier alive and cause a lot of problems.
What do they do next? Tier 2, they farm the enemy jungle a bit. Regrouping, sentries are coming down, us getting popped. Ali is feeling spooked by this Moonlight Shadow, but nobody's there. Heavy commit to support Mirana. Gabby's just gonna walk away. About to re-engage momentarily. Oh, he's gonna TP on mid. Fly is dueling. But no way to really catch or punch the Morphling here. They just walk down it. That's about it.
Tim's has his Yule Scepter completed, so they have an initiation that's OD reliant. The Astral End arrow that Mirana can set herself up for these arrows.
If Ollie's in the right position, potentially can shield that right off.
Yeah.
So even that's a little tricky, but this ain't tricky. Just go into the pit with Bristle.
They're something stronger. This TNC kind of dead all. They've also got the Coddle, so Will-o'-the-Wisp is definitely not a stun to be extra rage. Kind of like a long range, easy to cast 5-minute Ravage in team fights at the time.
A spammable Ravage almost.
KBTP's bottom immediate clips out, so this bottom tier 2 tower looks like should be by IG. We'll see if there's any punch. TNC just be like, screw it, let's just push the mid, force back by going higher.
I think IG's fine with that because we're going to go push top anyway, you know, at some point, so. You at least get a tower when you may struggle to grab them later on.
Yep.
Mo basically has an Orchid here. He is being as far about the Morphling quietly also doing the same as Fly. Only 300 gold. It's one good fight from IG, and their carries are right back in this. The support, I'm worried about, but the carries will definitely have the gold. With just a couple kills.
This Orchid is a very all-in type item. It has potential to be a huge playmaking item if it can catch Omni out by surprise, but Omni's putting it
also here with the scan. It's he will be going down. Far time. Bad catch. They'll set up. They really would like to find more kills here if possible, but it's Ali they'll settle for. Gabby immediately marches on the bottom lane. Basically saying, let's take over the triangle, try to deny it, but hey, look who it is. Fly pushing top, and OD's got to deal with that. They are bringing in Mirana with the Moonlight Shadow. Maybe they could get a kill on Fly, but he's already backing away, playing very safe and ready.
Okay, OD down here, he's on 100 health there, but
they're going for a glimpse play mid. Reeling him back into the static storm. The view of the Orchid, they've got the damage. They've got the, and that's the big one. Omni Knight out 45 seconds. That's the Orchid debut. So TNC can't just stand with one core by themselves in the lane any longer.
Still playing with Aegis and upon seeing this orca now, just kind of play, let's get our BTBs and Yule Scepters to deal with this. Already some of the pieces isn't too far from his. Almirana has a Yule OD, BKB to Bristle, BKB to double BKBs and TNC is going to make this game very difficult for IG. At the same time, IG's game plan is anytime TNC group up for Death Ball, split push, waves behind it, you can delay at this game, play for that like 40, 50, 60-minute game. That's where IG can turn this one around in favor.
Emo just right there with the bristleback in that work. Is going to be shoving in the bottom wave. I just to rotate. Level 2 epicenter. Yeah, you can see from the item selection, they're really committing to the split push. JT with the early bots on Sand King, not going for like say a Veil or any sort of team fund item. This is just all about spreading the map.
Yeah, split push. Maybe go for a pick up here and there, but 5v5, 2v5, kind of out of the question. Use that glimpse, use that book to travel, try to find some picks, and
Ollie's trying to in ward to enable this as he drops one down mid B tier 1.
yeah, he just goes on these warding missions, dives here and there, some big kill.
Dive bottom, need for KP, Emo, that's not a solo kill.
And Ollie's
He watched KP play yesterday, he's like, alright, you know. I'm gonna create a little timing, my son died, feeling good in the neighborhood.
This is bad. Last time I just banished him when he used part time. He's like, I'm just gonna keep the right things.
Maybe not gonna go for tonight. Okay, dead anyway. I found Disruptor up towards the Dive side, but here comes Storm falling on in. He's gonna find Tims, he's gonna kill Tims, and there is no kill Kaka. They really gotta be careful against Emo Storm. Especially these squishier heroes.
Almost got Tims stolen in. If they can find a fight in the near future, he's going to be looking to drop that sanity.
It's at now. Almost 170. Even Storm, I guess, is doing pretty well, but everyone else will get slaughtered with this.
Oh yeah.
They're all, the rest of them like 30, 60, so.
Hopefully he's still more every time he's worried about OD being missing here. That Sandy will one-shot him. He's on full edge.
It's gone for the shotgun here nice and early. And now into a BKB. So getting closer to being combat ready. As TNT march down mid. We're gonna try to break the base. Pop the dust. JT's the quick blink away. But look at the lanes. Emo, he's fighting quick mid. They are in the base though. But with the glyph committed, forced TNC back.
Teams is set on, but doesn't look like more things can go for any kind of push, at least not.
They're not the best pushing line. They've just got a bristle really to hit buildings effectively. Yeah, they're making it tough to really punish the split push.
Definitely good. Both teams are in this slower game as a result of TNC needing to turn their lead into any kind of crazy pressure with the lack of push and the low catch. So they're playing a much slower game.
Surrender to the omniscience.
Tim just constantly looking for these arrows. Shot one at flat flight, this one didn't connect.
Gonna throw him. He's gonna gun for that level 15 tap. Once that arrow cooldown, makes his life a lot just being able to throw the arrows off cooldown, because that's really how they start a fight.
All right, BKB.
Oh, they come in to fight down bottom of the shrine.
Double BKB is up. Not sure if they know about this bristle one. Well, they do now. Glimpse him back. They'll just engage and attack. They're going to go under JT with the shotgun. Wham. Yeah, not dead yet. They get him, though. That's an arcane rune on the storm. And meanwhile, the tree, perhaps. Arrow connecting. Catch out JT. We'll kill off JT. But TNC, I don't think they want to be trading right now.
Probably not.
So, he's going in.
Yeah,
he's going for more kills.
Nice.
He's thought better of it.
That shadow.
Keep it away. Nothing they can do to push him.
Yeah. So Odie's got the Hex queued up. I talked about this key item to get fairly early. He doesn't even go for the blink, just straight Hex up BKB. He changed his mind. This is a must-buy item this game.
And Emo is going Bloodstone, so not a BKB next as they look for the action play. Wave out by my fly, the glimpse away, and he's out there safely. Has the TP, but opting to use it. Now he will. Nice. And now dive in. Emo, he didn't quite get the kill though. Didn't want to over. Oh, he will with the arc. Nicely done.
That's the sell point. You just run away. No, it's going to finish them off.
Another glimpse back. They might keep on letting IG just walk away from them. Yeah. Furrow strike on the rear. Abby's coming in. Still putting down Kaka. And Kaka's going to drop very fast. This Solar Crest. No glimpse. No escape.
I feel like you only think of Glimpse just as an offensive tool for setting up kills, and Kaka's showing how good it can be defensively when your opponents don't have good mobility and are just running at you.
Dyer's bottom.
You don't really want to BKB when you're chasing for kills and not in any danger, so this Glimpse is being...
It's a bloodstone. 27 minutes in. Emo is right there at work. TNC not out of the woods yet. It's staying stubborn around 7K. Now they come higher. There is no creep cutting to the bottom lane, so they'll have a shot. They're trying to break through the base. JT with the shield. But he's taking a lot of damage from our mouth. 20 stolen in. Has to back away. Gabby hunting. Tower slowly being worked down. Clean it off soon. There's a stack storm. There's an epicenter. There's an arrow, and it's connected on JT. Static storm point to cover his path. He actually just pushed forward. He's down for the count. Emo falls in. Emo wants no part of that fight. He falls back to the fountain, and TNC have found their opening.
Well, how this he couldn't use his arcane because of that. He didn't. I think he's like, I'll just right-click him anyway. Gives it non-bump, gets the same kill regardless, and has the BKB full of the racks playing TNC almost effortlessly, just walk in, grab the racks, walk out.
First time that we're not able to cut the wave or deny them that push.
And importantly, Tim hits just one of the... You're eventually going to land some arrows. You're throwing up, something's going to hit.
And Ollie just moved where near JT, so they couldn't shield it off. Yep. So now they lose a shrine. Oh no.
Looking for me.
Glimmer kick.
Not over yet though. Yeah, Emo trying his best to make plays here. He's got its speed. Afraid of that arrow. He is cute. Needs a little more gold for that though. And TNC do their time and going for their next objective. What will it be? As they jump on mid, they're going back in. They found Tips again. Could be another support down. The Omni ult committed. Bring him back in. Counter Vanish with the Yules. OD defensively for now. He doesn't BKB. He's going to drop the mountain lane into Emo. Dead for 80. Dead for IG. They're on top. They're going to lose Concon as well. That's 3.
JT stole Jemmy's invis though. He's on the low ground. He gets the blink up for the quilt. Oh, Brand Gem. JT sanking. But they
we don't care about the gem. We're going down mid right here, right now.
It was definitely a nice play, but it doesn't save your base.
200 gold short of back on the storm here. Different. OTB giving the Solar Crest and Gabby there in front. They're being short work of the buildings. No push, no contest. Being crumbling here. Their tournament is up the line. You can see blowing that rematch with TNC Gaming. IG find it opening. Almost for 25. They're going to be down 2 lanes now. TNC can imagine what a grab of Roche and then maybe go for a 3rd lane of Brax.
Yeah, there's that shrine into Roshan. You protect your road by figuring out that TP location, and we saw easily in
No sorceries avail.
how easily they just take Roshan with this scoop, and the minus armor means it's very difficult for IG to contest, but at the same time, maybe in a position where they just have to because they're down 4 racks. Giving them an 8 may just be the end of this game.
GR gonna smoke.
Yep.
Great award here to Scout. Ball lightning forward on to Gabby. They caught him out, but Gaby's let the beat. He's got a double damage drone. He's got a BKB. He's gonna pop it. And he loses this shot. He did commit the double damage. Wailing on Disruptor on heels. Meanwhile, Blockfly standing strong, but not doing damage. He's just not strong enough to be able to stand toe with Arno. Completely denied. JT's gonna blink away. Arno with the bench. Blockfly on the run. Trying to run away Omni Knight form. Now back to form. Want to get the hell away from the big bad brittle. Throwing back the stuns. The adaptive's committed. JT trying to keep him alive, but he's out of options, and he's out of life. Out for 80 seconds. Indeed, getting kill after kill after kill, and they might just more. Here comes Burrow. Epicenter not available. JT likely not available soon. He's dead for 50. Down as well, as we mentioned, and the only survivor is Emo, but he can't 1v5 it. He just for the throne here.
I think they've got this game, LG. I don't think there's anything left in the tank. We'll have to maybe face the last couple of buybacks here, so it looks like they need to play safe with the Megas with IG about to have their full 5 fire, but OD has a hex behind him. 52 stolen in. You go near this guy, he's blowing you up.
Well, you can see they just walked with them Shaker, and now they're showing that not counter more. Even if he doesn't have a Shaker. Aggressive, tempo-based Dota. Happy staying strong and seen the back to comes out. Here comes the hammer. Here comes the pain. There go IG back to their base. Morphling deleted. And TNC moving on. GG is called. Your minor champions falling short. Still a very solid finish. A top 3 here, guys. They already had the points phase of last year.